ago that really rings true is that parental rights is bullshit. Mm-hmm. Parents have responsibility. Children have rights. And that seems to get lost in that whole ridiculous conversation, ignorant conversation, because it's ignorant.
Do you know what I'll say, thankfully, because I have a number of members of my caucus who represent different, I mean, I'm in urban Fredericton. It's a, really progressive people here.
Oh, yeah.
Highly educated, and my riding of Bathurst East Nabisco St. Isidore is totally different makeup. I mean, I'm in urban Fredericton. It's a, really progressive people here.
Hi, Premier. How are you?
Hi,
I have heard that the premiers are going to get into the White House shortly for a meeting with, I think it's the Deputy Chief of Staff. I don't know his name, Dan Scavino, I think, or something like that. Could you talk about that and obviously your other meetings that you've had and if they were with key people as well? I just want an understanding of what this looks like most important meetings going to mean, and then your what you've done so far.
Thanks. Yeah, we've been working for quite some time to get meetings with officials in the White House. So the premiers are pleased that we'll be headed up there to have a conversation directly with the team that's responsible for the executive orders. But listen, the day, both yesterday and today, have been really productive so far. We've had excellent conversations with congressmen and women from a variety of different places: North Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Maine, and more to come, that have really further reinforced the fact that these tariffs are going to have a negative impact on both New Brunswickers and Americans, as well as all Canadians. And so we took the opportunity to reinforce all the different ways that our countries are connected, that our states and provinces are connected, all the things that we buy from each other and sell to each other, and how we are each other's strongest and best trading partners. And as a nearshore friend and democratic country, we would rather our resources be sold to the U.S. than to some of the countries that are interested in our resources. And we think that's in the U.S.'s best interest as well. So conversation has ranged from energy to agriculture to forestry to defense to seafood to beyond. But it's all been really positive, and we've seen senators feel directly how it's impacting their constituents, and they have a lot of fear about the inflation and the price impacts to come should these tariffs come to pass, and how we can make best use of these days of reprieve that we have through to into March. And so that's the goal of the premiers, right? Is make best use of our time, build the relationships between two really close trading partners to show how we can strengthen that relationship in North America's interest.
Finally! Hi, I'm wondering if you have any, I know there were some people hoping for movement on interprovincial trade barriers since all the premiers are there together. Any movement on that you know of?
Well, the focus of our conversations here in Washington have been on our relationships with the states, the senators, the governors, the Congress people that we've been meeting with. And so we did talk about interprovincial trade barriers at our last Council of the Atlantic Premiers, as well as at our last First Ministers meeting. And those conversations are continuing, absolutely. But yesterday and today are all about our relationship with the United States.
Premier, I guess I'm just wondering if you can maybe take us inside a bit the conversation that's happening with the other provincial premiers. I'm wondering if there's, any regional alignment between yourself and the other Atlantic premiers, and I guess how that's faring. I mean, how you're organizing yourselves to go into this, maybe.
Interesting question, Erica. Thank you. It's actually been really interesting to see the various connections between province, because often it's BC and New Brunswick that are talking about forestry. It's Quebec and New Brunswick that are talking about culture and language. It's Alberta and New Brunswick that are talking about energy and oil. So we have different points of alignment depending on the sectors of interest with the states that we're talking with. Certainly, we have some natural camaraderie and relationships among the Atlantic provinces because we've been such good neighbors and close allies for a long time. But there is a mix of meetings that are being taken independently and meetings that are being taken collectively, as well as some events like New Brunswick is hosting a business delegation and the Canadian American Business Council tonight with multiple premiers because of all of the activity that our states are doing with folks in the Forest Products Association and in the Manufacturing Council of the US and others, the Fisheries Institute. So there's actually lots of different connection points. We could talk critical minerals where every province has a different interest and a different profile of minerals that have been made. It's been made very clear how important those are to the United States and to their interests. And so that's a conversation that we've each been contributing to, whether it's because of nickel or zinc or uranium or antimony or molybdenum or tungsten or manganese or you name it. And so the connections have actually been broad and all across the country between our provinces.
Hi, Ms. Holt, how are you doing? I was wondering if you could tell me whether President Trump is going to be at this meeting that you're going to have today?
We don't have that confirmation yet, no.
Okay, so and I was also wondering, do you feel like you're walking into a trap here, or what's the how are you preparing for this?
Not at all. These are meetings that we've requested because we want to make sure that we are passing our message to as many people as possible, as consistently as possible. And we're looking to gain insight, build relationships, ask questions, understand what some of those ultimate outcomes and objectives are for this administration so that we can best respond. So this is something that we've sought out. This is a meeting that we've requested, and we're very much looking forward to what we will learn from it.